Welcome to Lycomingfootball.com. 2012 season's already underway, and we're talking to offensive coordinator Scott Brisson. And Scott, this is your first year with Lycoming, and tell everyone a little bit about you, where you came from, family, stuff like that.
Sure. I was most recently at St. Lawrence University up in upstate New York. I was there for 2 seasons, and before that I was over at Lehigh University over in Bethlehem, and right before there I was at Franklin and Marshall down in Lancaster, and 3 great spots, and I learned a lot from them, and I'm really excited to be here. I got to know Coach Clark a few years ago, and kind of always hoped this opportunity would present itself, and this is a really, really special place, so I'm excited to be here and ready to get going.
Coach Clark used to do most of the offensive work last year, and being a head coach and still doing offense probably is pretty tough during game day. What's your role now on game day?
Well, just to help, help them. I think any great offense has it's a collaborative effort, and he's a great offensive mind and a phenomenal offensive line coach, and I've learned just a ton from him as far as that's concerned. My background has been more on the perimeter and the quarterbacks and receivers and such. So I think it works great together. I think we're all on the same page. The whole room is on the same page, and we know what we want to do. And I was excited to come here and learn what we had done here offensively, and kind of what we did was just take some things that I had been a part of at various places and believe strongly in, and just kind of blend them all together. And like I said, I think when you have a great staff, there's not a lot of egos, and nobody's really hung up on titles or anything. We just want to move the ball and score points, and I think as far as that's concerned, we're all very much on the same page. So as far as who's doing what, I think that can sometimes be a little bit overrated, but as long as we're scoring points and moving the ball, who really cares, right?
Yeah. So you have a playbook, and I don't know how many plays there might be in there. Like, let's say there's 100. There could be more or less, but you coming in, has the playbook changed much from previous years?
Again, I think even the term playbook itself, in today's era of technology and everything like that, I think even sometimes that can be a little bit overblown. We talk about system and concepts and things that we want to do, and then being very multiple within that. So, I guess yes and no. We don't have a set number of plays. I think any team, you have to look at who you have as personnel and work from there and figure out what they're really good at, and then run plays in a system that highlights that, as opposed to the other way around, just because you've done something. And that's something I've learned from not only Coach Clark but other people as well I've worked for. You can't be hard-headed as a coach. You have to figure out what we have and then work from there. We have 2 outstanding backs right now, and if there were one year where for whatever reason we didn't have one, and we had 5 great receivers, we would try to highlight that. Not to say we don't have great receivers here either, but you just kind of look at what your best 11 guys can do, look at what your depth can do, and then build the system from there. And I think Coach and I have both been a part of multiple offenses that have been able to do that. And if you can take a few concepts here and there and then apply them to different personnel groupings, that's what offense is all about, and it makes it very challenging for the defense. We want to make it seem like it's very hard and it's easy for us, and we want to be hard to prepare for that way. So, well,
you have a good resource to work with, the offense this year. Just lost a couple, and it's going to be an exciting year, and welcome on board, and go Warriors.
Thank you. Great to be here. Thanks a lot.
Thanks. This is a production of Lycomingfootball.com, your 2012 Warriors connection.